I don't know what I've done to upset whoever it is that controls the weather, but it's supposed to be fine today, and it's clearly not. This hasn't really been my week. Anyway, we are out here once again by the Karagahake Gorge, Waterfall Falls. I think that's how you say it. I'm trying to read a very small sign that's very far away. After last week's disaster of a trip, trying to capture a proper waterfall and only catching little like streams in the bush, so it was complete disaster, complete failure, and I got caught in torrential rain, which was not ideal. I decided to give it another crack this weekend because the weather was supposed to be good, but it's not. It's so frustrating. Anyway, I'm gonna grab my camera, I'm gonna throw the rain cover on it and everything, and we're gonna go down to see the falls while it's still only drizzling, and hopefully this weekend I'll be able to get some photos of a waterfall without getting completely and utterly saturated. Well, I might look pretty ridiculous, but the one thing with rain is at least I know that the waterfall actually has a decent amount of water on it. Okay, so I got a little bit of water on the lens. Not ideal, but we'll be fine. Let's go. Okay. So I don't know how the sound's going to work with that waterfall behind me. If I had to go wider, I had to go to the 16mm to fit it in. The zoom lens just wasn't working, although I think I got some nice shots of some fantails jumping around on the trees, which I hope came out really nice. Snapped a few shots of the waterfall, but really the rain's starting to come in, so there's not much point hanging around at this point. But maybe I'll try to shoot some B-roll of the waterfall and stuff before I get out of here, but it's a bit tricky with all this rain. Okay, so while I was having a look at this waterfall, I found a little one up here in the bush, which is pretty cool. It pays to wander around sometimes, you know. It's just this tiny little lagoon here. I'll turn you around and you can see. Check this out. This tiny little waterfall comes down into this little lagoon, trickles down into the main river. It's a pretty little waterfall. I'm going to grab a couple of photos of this one and see if we can make some nice shots of this little waterfall, given that we're under the trees and a little bit more sheltered. And then I'm going to go back to the car and we're going to sit and we're going to wait and see if the rain subsides so we can make the most of this trip. I would like to take photos in the sunshine just once. It's a nice overcast day, it's all I ask for. So there you go. At least this time we got to see a waterfall, whereas our last attempt wasn't so successful. This one's only about 2 minutes, I say 2 minutes, it's like a 30-second walk from the side of the road, so highly recommend you check it out if you're in the area. It is a beautiful waterfall, it's a lovely spot. On a nice day, it would be amazing. Fortunately for me, nice days seem to avoid me, like something that really doesn't want to be found. But it can't rain all the time, right? Anyway, that was, I think, fairly successful in the end, despite the weather, despite the adversities. So my advice still stands. Regardless of the weather, get out and shoot, take photos, make some art, capture the world, because you might have to put a plastic bag over your camera and wear a raincoat and hide under a tree, but if you don't do it, who else is going to do it? Anyway, I'm going to go find somewhere to sit peacefully and have my lunch.